at
So this
Taft
is a new
Gardens.
program?
Brand new program. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, I about 6 months ago, I was in the middle of the pandemic, and I was like, I gotta do something because my husband and I were completely grounded. Everything we do could not be done in the world. I mostly travel to show. My gallery I show is in Boston. So I had this idea 6 years ago about doing a residency here, but never knew who to talk to, never knew who, never had time to make a proposal, all that stuff. So it turned out that some neighbors next to my studio in Miners Oaks were working here. So I woke up one morning, I had the idea, I wrote a really formal proposal, like with a resume and a thesis statement and images and all that. And I called them up and I said, hey, can I come over? I've got something to show you. And I walked over and I handed them this document. And they took it to the president of Taft and they approved a residence.
Oh.
So that's, and I didn't even ask for a studio. They just happened to have one to give to me. I had just really asked for access without having to pay. But I wanted a long-term access. So here I am, and we're sort of nearing the end. I've got about a month left, and I'll have a show in here when we're done. But this project started years ago, shortly after the Thomas Fire. It's okay. Nothing is precious. But these are all test prints and whatever. But when we came home after the, are you from the area?
I'm local.
Yeah.
They're from up north.
When we came home after the fire had swept through Ojai,
Right.
which was like a month later, I was trying to describe what the ash looked like on the mountain outside my window.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, like as a writer and an artist, for posterity,
Yeah.
I just wanted to mark the moment and describe what I was seeing. And I couldn't describe it. And then I was like, okay, let's take a step back. What's in the ash? And so I did some research, and the studies are very new because it's hard for scientists to get into a burn zone right after a fire has happened. And but they are finding, and there's a whole research team in China who are doing this work, but they're finding that after a big fire, all these things that in our homes, all the modern technology, all the plastics and all the toys and all this stuff, all the synthetic fabrics, they go up in great big plumes and they rain back down on the community as nanoplastics. And lots and lots of gases. There are over 2,000 forms of plastic in our world now. And so there are lots and lots of gases, mostly dioxins, which are really bad. So